Okay, so after Sir Ines was gone, I walked back to the main street. I'm probably going to skip ahead for a little while, because we're not going to run into him for a bit, I don't think. Yeah, so now we're back. We're back in jail, so we should see Ines again. I just can't remember exactly, because I've only done this once before. So I'm trying to be very careful about my skipping. Okay. I think Rylith and Merlot die while we're in here, so... That's gonna be hard to go through again. Rylith and Merlot. Protect them, Saint Une. Why didn't you protect them? Just once. Okay, footsteps. There you are. I knew you came and visited me again.
You really weren't listening to me, were you?
Serena's.
I finished my shift and see this. Apparently my warning was idle drivel to you. What am I going to do with you?
I had nothing I could say.
Stand up. I'll let you out. You're being released. A short detention is all you get. But... I really don't know what will happen next time. Consider this the last time I'm releasing you.
Serena's approached and looked at me.
What are those marks on your throat?
Saxon.
I see. You were lucky.
Lucky? How?
What he does depends on his mood. He might punch you, break your bones, or he might torture you to death. It's a roll of the dice. It's odd, though. Sox usually doesn't bother with random people sent in for detention.
Right. He hates me, he said. He said he hates the look in my eyes. It must be a personal grudge. Because you maybe remind him of his old partner that got him sent down here in the first place?
I see. All the more reason you shouldn't do anything to attract his... well, you know what I mean. You need to see a doctor about those wounds. Follow me.
Okay, I will. Serena's?
Yes.
I'm sorry you had to go out of your way.
If that's true, why are you here?
I attracted the antipathy of a man from the Hounds when I saved a man from them.
So you butted in. Did you know the man?
No, not at all.
Going around helping people you don't know. What am I going to do with you?
I'm sorry. But if there is someone in need and I'm in a position to help them...
And that is where your mistake lies. A king is in a position to help others. You're not.
A king?
Yes. Someone with power who can help others without endangering themselves. Helping others always, to some degree, means sharing the burden of their life. There's a difference between bravery and recklessness. You are guilty of the latter. You did something very foolish. Rescue all the people you can find if you want to die. If not, you need to ignore them sometimes. Your arms aren't big enough to carry the weight of everyone's misfortune. Let's go.
Reckless, huh? I knew when I helped the man that I would be thrown into a cell. Saving the ones I could save had always seemed like my duty as a human being. But... I suppose he has a point. I have no power right now. I had to learn how to not save others. I think you two could teach each other a thing or two. I followed Sir Ines, contemplating my own utter lack of power. I think he's gotten so bogged down with his self-preservation and kind of nipped the sense of justice he had from years ago that maybe he needs some reminding of that.
Oh, welcome, Ines. Hmm?
Hello.
Oh, hello, Cyrus. It's been a while. Well, not really. I'm going through the formalities of releasing her. Can you see to her injuries, Glissade? Of course, that's my job.
Serena's nodded in appreciation and left. And I'm going to skip through your stuff because I don't want to talk to you. We did all that stuff with you. Now you can't leave. I don't know how much we're gonna get with Glissade in this route, honestly. Be really interesting. Okay. Ah. So you're back. Isn't it surprising to think that they were once police officers? Oops. I forgot. What did you say? Oh, okay.
Because of a lack of peacekeeping.
There we go. Now we're back. Serena's.
Glissade, you were told not to speak of this if at all possible. I'm sorry. I'm too talkative. There, your treatment is complete.
So, for anyone who hasn't seen that scene before, basically Glissade revealed that everyone that's in the Hounds is here because their partner was sent down here as a criminal. And so they have to take culpable responsibility, which means that they also get sent, the other partner, the non-guilty partner, gets sent down here to work with the Hounds. That's basically the summary. Thank you very much. I'm sorry for taking your time, Glissade.
Oh, it's alright. You're always welcome here. I hope I can see you again.
Yeah, no. No thanks. I'm good. The bright light made my eyes sting as I left the prison. It's morning. That's right, Serena said he had the night shift. That meant I had spent roughly half a day in prison. Rylith and Merlo must be worried. I nodded to Serena's, wondering how many more times I was going to worry the pair. Yeah, are we just going to spend the entire route in and out of solitary? Thank you for releasing me.
Don't think that means I'll necessarily do the same next time, alright?
I regret nothing! I will do better. I will do better next time.
Next time?
Yes. I shouldn't have given him food in view of the Hounds. That attracted attention. I will give him food out of sight next time. Without anyone to see me, I won't be arrested.
Should you really be telling me that?
I'm convinced that you are a fair and honest person.
You take me for a better man than I am.
Serena's. He was with the Hounds. I knew that. I could see that. But the more I get to know him, the more he appears different from them. What would you have done, Serena's?
In what situation?
If there was a man in front of you, about to starve to death, what would you have done if you could help him? I could tell that he was thinking. He wasn't saying that he'd abandon him. You would have done the same, Serena's, wouldn't you? You also help the ones who need your help. We're no longer police officers, but we still carry it in our blood.
But now I'm with the Hounds. I am a Hound. A Hound kills when it is commanded to. That's the kind of animal it is.
But even a Hound can learn to love, surely. Right? Let's hope so. He turned around and walked back into the building. His posture was tall and strong, befitting the name of his group. Serena's. I left as well, feeling sorry for him and the environment he had to return to. Alright. Well, it's time for the event, TM. Is this the new Finn scene? that I was warned about? Nope, I've seen this already. Okay. I keep keeping my eyes peeled because I was told there's an extra fin scene in the beginning, and I haven't run into it yet, so I'm like, eh? Oh. Wait. It's skipping, but I don't remember this, though. Wait a minute. Okay, I've loaded back. Sorry, had to go and skip through everything and come back here. I don't know why my game decided like, oh yeah, you've read this before. Let's just skip over it. Definitely haven't read this yet, so let's get into it. My mouth hurt. I could still feel the heat. I tasted blood as well. My mouth felt dirty and wrong. Uh-oh. And he's broken. Disgusting, 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 disgusting. When I stuck my fingers into my mouth to remove whatever was there, I found nothing. I'd already taken out all of it. When will this end? Will I be at my end? I scratched my wooden bed in frustration. It wasn't the first time. There are already visible scratches in the wood. My nails were blood-stained and ragged. They smeared blood onto the wood as well. It hurts. But this is still better. This is nothing. Get up. The water was ice cold and snapped me awake.
It's time for your training.
I knew what was going to happen. My teeth clattered. No! I can't do it! I'm so scared. This is just a dream. A dream that won't end. I ran away into a corner of my cell, pressing myself against the wall. I tried to shield my head with my hands, but it was of no use.
I told you to obey the commands of your owner!
Brandenburg grabbed me by the hair and threw me against the wall. Gah! 2, 3 times. The pain made my head spin.
Don't drift off just yet. There's a lot to be done.
A lot to be done. Yes, he said, and let go of me.
The basics of your training.
Brandenburg gave a signal, and a man was thrown into the cell. His hands were tied, his eyes covered, and he was gagged. I couldn't tell who he was, but he wore a hound's uniform.
This fool was trying to embezzle equipment. Kill him. Kill him. Be quick about it.
He said that like it was nothing and lit a cigarette. He lit it and leaned against the wall. Then he told me to hurry up. Kill him? I have no sword. Nothing. And I've never killed anybody. I can't. I don't want to kill him.
Don't talk like you're a human dog.
Brandenburg walked up to me and grabbed my chin.
A dog barks and nothing else.
He gave me a twisted smile and shoved his burning cigarette into my mouth. Ow. Gah! Ah!
You must be hungry. Do you like it?
It's so hot. It hurts. It hurts. I violently shook my head, broke free of Brandenburg's grip, and stuck my fingers into my mouth. Have to get it out. Have to get it out. Have to get it out. Gah! Gah! Even after I removed all the wet foreign objects in my mouth, the pain was there. Why is this happening? What did I do? I had looked back and asked myself that many times, but still had no answer. All the answers given to me were violence and destruction.
Do your job, Fin-Euclase.
My job?
Yes. Kill him and that will be the end of training for today.
The end. No more pain. A moment of relief. I knew that in time he would violate me again. But I nodded. I had to nod. An end. No training. Yes. Even a nightmare ends. I looked down at the man on the ground, thinking about what he had said. If I finish him, it ends. The man squirmed and groaned, clearly alive and well. It's not a human. It's a doll. A moving doll. Just a doll. It's just a doll. Shh. Ooh, man, this is really dark. I bent down over the man and put my hands on his throat. It was instinctive. Nobody had taught me to, but when I made up my mind, it came naturally. My fingers dug into the soft tissue. I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. I hated feeling that life under my touch. I couldn't bring all my strength to bear, even though I wanted to end it quickly.
Pressure on the artery. You've chosen a difficult way of killing him. It will cut off the blood flow to his brain. You will need to strangle him until then. It would be faster to break his neck.
Break his neck? How?
Take his chin and his head and snap them forward. It's fast and easy. Try it.
I let go of the man's throat and steadied my breathing. The chin. And the head. Where do I hold the head? He had said it was easy and fast, but I didn't know what to do. Break his neck. I probably have to go behind his head. I reached out behind the man's head, but he shook it to make it harder for me. The man was desperate. He struggled so much the blindfold came off and our eyes met. His glare was piercing. It staggered me. Oh. The man saw his chance and began to struggle even more. The gag came off as well. His mouth was red and swollen.
Help me! I didn't embezzle anything! The others sold me out! This is a sham!
Sold you out? What do you mean?
Shut up! I got set up! They're the ones stealing our stuff! Ah!
Brandenburg kicked the man in the face.
I told you to shut up.
His nose was broken. Blood was running down his face. The man still groaned about his innocence. I thought I could do this because he's bad. Because he embezzled. He wasn't talking. I didn't have to see him as a human. But not like this. Not like this. But I have to. Otherwise, I'm next. I have to do it. I was still confused about what I had to do, but I reached for his throat. If I don't let up, he will die eventually, even if it takes a long time. Stop! Stop! Don't look at me like that. Please. I told myself that I had to do it, but there was no strength in my hands. The forces of sanity were mounting a desperate last stand against the beast. I hung my head so far I touched the man's chest. Tears began to run down my cheeks and drool ran from my lips. I looked as messed up as my mind felt. I can't kill him! I can't!
All right.
Brandenburg drew his short sword and brandished it in front of me.
I will help you just this once. Watch and learn.
Without even looking away from me, he cut across the man's back. Ah! Ah! His screams echoed off the walls. Blood spattered everywhere around him. So easily. So quickly. His warm blood splashed on my face and my clothes. I had so much trouble. I had struggled in vain, but he had sent the man to the brink of death in the blink of an eye.
It's your turn now. Do it.
This was your big chance to stab Saxon in the throat. Brandenburg plunged the short sword into the man and stepped away. My turn. Stop! Mine. 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 That's good. I don't have to use my hands. I can use this to kill him. I'm not killing him. The sword is killing him. The sword is doing it. I have nothing to do with it. My hand closed around the grip. I felt the flesh around the blade. When I moved my hand, I could feel it cutting into him. Ah! Oh. Yes. If I forgot he was human, then it was just like cutting meat. I just have to forget he's human. He's not human. He's not human. There was no need to hesitate or feel guilty. No need for any feelings. He's not human. And nor am I. Draw out, stab. Draw out, stab. Draw out, stab. Draw out, stab. Partway through my new routine, the man stopped moving. He's not resisting anymore. He's not moaning either. Not breathing. Something alive had turned into something dead. It was the first time I had killed, but I felt nothing. He's not a human anymore. This is death, huh? He was moving just a moment ago. It's such a strange thing, life.
He stopped breathing at last. You take too long.
I'm sorry.
Only draw it out if you want them to live. If you're going to kill them, do it quickly.
I will.
Eat. This is your reward.
That is unsanitary for so many reasons. Brandenburg threw bread onto the dead man. I took it and ate immediately. It's so gross.
Celebrations are in order, mongrel.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Eat it and enjoy it.
Brandenburg was apparently pleased. He threw me another piece of bread. Thank you. My mouth was very dry and I had trouble swallowing. I still wanted to eat as much as I could before his mood changed. He's really dead, huh? He's really dead. I looked at the man on the ground as I chewed. He's dead, but I am still alive. I survived another day. Ha. I didn't think anything was funny, but I still smiled. The bread tasted of blood and life. I killed so many more afterwards. So many more. So many. Too many to remember. So many different people. I was told they had committed crimes, but what did I know? I wasn't interested in whether it was true. They had to die if I was to survive. I need to kill them if I want to live. That's all there is. I can hear footsteps. It must be time for training. I sat up and waited, like a good little doggy. I'm hungry. This is good. I killed so he would give me food. My mind became simple and straightforward in the darkness.
Hey there, you doing well?
A man from the Hounds had come. I didn't know his name or remember his face. I didn't care to.
The bait is late today. You'll have to wait a moment. It'll be here soon.
Soon? When? A minute later? 10 minutes later? An hour later? I'm hungry here. Bring him here and I will kill him. Just get it over with. So you just killed this guy. I looked at the man irritated. Oh, you're the guy with the pendant. I thought you cut off his arm, though. The man was wearing a pendant. It hung around his neck. I remembered it from somewhere. What is that?
This? Oh.
The man took off the pendant and dangled it in front of me.
I got this off a woman in exchange for food or something.
A woman?
Yeah, a really stubborn bitch she was. But it's fun to hold their type down and make them cry, isn't it?
That's the Testella pendant. Cyrus was always protecting it. Why does he have it? Give it back.
What?
That isn't for you to carry. Give it to me. I won't say it again.
Are you crazy, you idiot? Like I'm going to give this to you? This is mine.
No, it's not yours. It belongs to Cyrus Testella. When I was finished, I put my hand on the hilt at my side. Wait, so he's just giving you a sword now in prison? Okay, well that's convenient. Before the man could react, I had my sword drawn and cut his left hand clean off.
Ah!
That was too much, I thought. His hand fell to the ground. I told you I wasn't going to say it again. Blood spattered on me, further staining my rotting clothes. I have the worst luck, but so do you. I took the pendant from where it floated in the blood and wiped it off with my finger. I got it dirty now. Such a precious little thing.
My precious.
Yes, I forgot what truly mattered. Memories of life and despair rose from the deep. Yes, I'm not done yet. She's going to come back to me. I was her home, her anchor. The only one who should carry this is her, Cyrus. I have to give it back. I have to survive until then. Oh, thank God it's over. Oh, yay, yay. Well, now I know what happened to Finny Boy. Shee-ya-ya. Ugh. Unfortunately, things have progressed the same. I assume Finn's the one that killed Rylith and Merlot as well, unless, I mean, it's possible Glissade has many hounds working on this project with him. Oh, Finn. So, like, right when he was at the deepest part of his snap, he remembers Cyrus, and that becomes his fixation. Good grief. Okay, Adage, I'm about to make you upset. There you are. If you couldn't save them, you should have called for help. Perhaps someone could have saved them.
They're dead. Just accept that. Stop grumbling over bygone things.
I'm not grumbling. If you're in the same situation again, will you decide differently?
No, I won't. I won't help anybody I deem beyond saving. Plenty of people here will return kindness with malice. I have nothing to gain from whoring out my goodwill. I'm not the one who needs to change. You do.
I understood what he was saying. I wondered if I had to think like that as well if I was going to survive. No, I can't. I can't think like he does. I wasn't capable of accepting the heartlessness I saw before me. Adage gave me a sideways glance. I wasn't moving. He approached the bodies. Okay, are we back? Okay, my skipping is completely broken. I just realized, because I'm like... Okay, where am I? Let's see. Decide, what am I gonna do now? It's horrible that I could never do something for them in return.
I don't know about the rest, but at least you have a place to sleep. You're lucky.
Lucky? He nodded.
You can live in any empty building here in the Sanctuary District. If you lived in her house, then it's yours now.
Are you sure?
Who's going to complain? If you don't live there, someone else will. It's up to you.
Like a young couple that's got a baby on the way? I remember. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my skipping. Because it was skipping through the Finn scene originally, and then I just cut that bit out and reloaded and came back into it. And then this was skipping through, and I'm like, this should be different. We shouldn't be living with Adage this time. It wouldn't really make sense to me, and so we're gonna live in Rylith and Merlot's old house. Interesting. Why is my game so borked?
Good luck. Bye.
Just like that? I'm probably never gonna see you again, am I? Adage left, heading for the main road. I was left alone again. So much for guilt, huh? No. I'm not alone. Rylith and Merlot were dead, but they would always be with me. Rylith. Merlot. Thank you. I didn't think this would be how we parted. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything for you. I'll remember you all my life. You saved it after all. I walked away, then stopped and looked back. I looked back a few more times. Rylith and Merlot weren't following me. It's probably a good thing, because otherwise this game would have turned into a zombie apocalypse. I was never going to laugh with them again. I felt an intense sense of loss as I left.